Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to more of Those Compadres Play Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes.
It would be the Three Amigos, even though the title clearly says the Three Amigos Play Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, we did multiple test recordings on Sonic the Hedgehog, and
There were multiple mishaps.
and it did not work, and unfortunately our friend John could not stay for very long. His parents did not want staying over my house very long. Do not know why. Hopefully they're a little less strict in high school.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah. In the last episode, after we'd finished recording my game emulator, yeah, it screwed up, so I had to redo everything. But on the bright side, since I had to redo everything up to this point, I got all 4 Chaos Emeralds. I got the Chaos Emerald I missed, which was the first one, I believe.
So now you have a chance
4.
of getting the
Yes.
happy ending.
The good ending. I have 4 out of the 6 Chaos Emeralds needed. And I don't want to delete that here too long. Of course that counts. No!
I keep on thinking it's 7 chaos emeralds.
It's 7 later on.
Did they just like slightly plug that in, or did they like make a story about how like a 7th one was created?
No, they just put in the 7th one.
Oh, okay. No story of how it got there.
No story of how it got there, it's just there.
They won't notice.
Because that's a faster route to take. That's something I actually did in my iOS version of here, taking up the upper route.
Yeah.
It made this playthrough of getting the good ending easier for me.
Seems a bit cheeky.
It seems a little bit cheeky, but it's also secretive. I should probably move my mouse later if it was seen there. It does make this playthrough easier, hopefully, and yeah. But since we're on the timer, though, last time we did this, we actually spent the whole part on just Springyard Zone, because of how terrible I did. I never did get to mention, actually, I never got to discuss all the zones. Something you should know about Sam is that despite the fact that Sonic goes super fast, we're going to be coming across zones that aren't super fast. A perfect example of that being is Labyrinth Zone, the zone after this, which I God the forsaken hate. Well, first zone, as we saw in the last episode, was Green Hill Zone, which is a incredibly fast-paced zone, and we're actually at the end of the first act already.
Oh, are we?
Yes, we are. It's a completely fast-paced zone, and then comes at Marble Zone, which comes to a complete halt, and it's all slow gameplay. It's like a Mario game.
Okay.
And then there's this Springyard Zone, where you got some nice fast sections, but then you got some real slow sections. And then Labyrinth Zone. It's all completely slow, and it's also where you get introduced to Sonic's biggest fear, water.
Why is he afraid of water?
Because during the development of this game, when Sega was making a mascot for their Sonic series, for a series that can top Mario, they were thinking, hold on, there we go. I forgot to save state. Good thing I did too. When they were making a series that could beat Mario, right?
Yep.
They
Nintendo.
yes, or no, we'll just actually no, you are right about that. Oh my God, that is not right. That is not right.
You saved in a terrible spot.
I did save in the terrible spot, but now I'm on that spot. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't save. There we go. But anyways, when Sega was making a character that could beat Nintendo and Mario, they decided on a Hedgehog because a Hedgehog was actually at that time apparently it was really unknown to a lot of Americans about a Hedgehog. They questioned what the hell is a Hedgehog. And so, as a result, I guess they didn't know too many things about a hedgehog, so they didn't. So they assumed that a hedgehog couldn't swim, when in fact a hedgehog could actually swim. But they didn't know that, so that's why Sonic is afraid of water because they assume that a hedgehog doesn't know how to swim.
When I first thought of a hedgehog, I always thought it was a pig who lived in a bush.
When I think of a hedgehog, I think of it as what do I think of a hedgehog? I think of a hedgehog as kind of like a big mouse. Kind of like a big mouse.
Then as I got older, I thought it was just like a less prickly porcupine.
When I first heard of a hedgehog, I always just can imagine it as like kind of more like a gigantic mouse.
A gigantic mouse.
A gigantic mouse with really spiky quills. You want to be careful with these enemies here because timer's almost exited out. You want to be careful with those enemies in particular because those enemies, if you can't hit them from the back. If you do so, you're only gonna hit their spikes.
Oh, it looks like if you hit them from jumping on them, then it looks like you're gonna.
Yeah, it looks like that too. But hitting them from the back is will also cause damage as well. I'm just gonna quickly save it here because there's actually a oh god, what's the name of the enemy? There's an enemy there that will appeal there, and it happens to be in the iOS version. Basically it hit me with an attack and I lost my rings, which sucked.
Isn't it you can get hit once and then when you get hit again you lose all your rings?
No. If you get hit at all, if you have no shield and you get hit at all, you lose all your rings.
Oh, okay. Do you have a shield right now?
Yes. As you can see.
And you get those shields by hitting those.
Hitting monitors.
Hitting monitors.
Yes. You. Well, no, not hitting monitors. I think should be breaking monitors. Sonic is not Mike Tyson here. Oh wait a minute. We're actually on the way to getting the 6th and final Chaos Emerald. I just paid. Dude, Jesus. Yeah, those are the enemies I'm talking about that I really hate so much.
Oh, jeez. I can tell. They almost ate you.
Oh, I'm short 2 rings from 100. That bothers me.
Do you need 100?
No.
Then it shouldn't bother you.
Actually, no, do 100 because it gives you an extra life. And this is Special Stage 6. Probably the easiest out of all of them because it teleports you right there. It's like Special Stage 3, except the only thing about it is...
There's multiple layers.
No, it just teleports you right here. Yeah, Special Stage 3 is a more wider room. I don't think I should have... No, I should have Special Stage 3 last episode. I didn't... No, I shut off every single special stage, that's right. Yeah.
How many episodes did you make of this? Because I've only been in 2.
It just one. That was where I showed off special stage 1, I failed that. And I showed off 2 and 3, same episode as well. And I showed off, I don't think I showed off 4 actually. Because, I didn't show off 4. Unless I'm mistaken, I didn't show off 4.
Was that when, you, messed up and we had to record all this?
Yeah, that was where I messed up and had to record it all over again when John was here.
Yeah.
That was the 4th special stage that we
So now are you guaranteed?
Yes, I'm guaranteed a good ending.
Okay.
Unless I get a game over.
Maybe
But
again.
if I get 50 rings in a special stage, that guarantees me a continue. So if I get a game over, I get a continue, which gives me extra spare lives. So I still have a chance. But at this point, when you got this many lives, you know, shit, I'm trying to get the shield over there. But you know, now that we officially have all 6 Chaos Emeralds, I don't have to worry about a special stage anymore. Which means I can just go balls to the walls insane now with my incredible speed.
So now you don't. So now you don't have to collect rings.
Nope. Well, no, I still need to collect rings because rings are essentially your health in this game. Yeah. So Sonic cannot survive. If you have just 1 ring, you know you'll be fine. If you have no rings, you die.
Oh, okay. So if you have 1 ring and you get hit, you're gonna lose that ring, but you won't die.
Yeah, and you can actually pick up the ring as well. Any rings you lose, you can pick up. Later.
Do they decay after a while?
Yes, they disappear after a short period of time. Other Sonic games introduced the whole idea of like, there are Sonic games soon after. I forgot which Sonic game it was. It was the first to do this, but you don't lose all your rings. You lose some of your rings.
Yeah. I think that was the case in Sonic Heroes.
I believe so. I don't remember. I played Sonic Heroes in a while.
Not me either.
But the way we're playing, we're playing Sonic Heroes on the GameCube. That won't be in a while until we get to the 3D titles. But the way we're playing Sonic Heroes, the way how it goes is that we'll take, I'll take Team Sonic. You'll take Team Shadow. Wait, there's 3 of us. Okay, yeah. So, Elliot. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Super Gaming Brothers. John will take Team Rose, and for Team Chaotix, it's gonna be a little bit of a crazy, but we all take Team Chaotix. It's 1 stage per 3 of us.
So wait, John gets the easiest one. I get the hardest one. You get the normal one.
Yes, because John isn't too familiar with Sonic games. Yeah. And Team Chaotix is I don't know how to explain Team Chaotix.
Can you explain the characters in it?
There's Aspio, there's Charmy the Bee, and then there's Victor the Crocodile.
I've never heard of any of these.
Fun fact. You get an extra fact now. Fun fact. Vector Vector the Crocodile was created just alongside. Alongside Sonic. Yeah. It's pretty interesting to know that Vector was born. Vector. I'm losing my train of thought here because I'm paying too much attention to the game. Vector was actually conceptualized along Sonic, because origin stories for Sonic go back is he was actually in a band, and there would have been a sound test. The sound test would have included Sonic in this band, and Vector would have been there. God damn it, my invincibility right now, that I can cheese it. And here's Eggman, who's incredibly hard to hit in this battle. But yeah, Vector in terms of conceptualization, in terms of concept, was created just alongside Sonic. It was also Sonic was also supposed to have a human girlfriend named Madonna.
Oh, did she sing?
I believe so. I believe it was either meant to be Madonna herself or based off of Madonna, or her name was just named after Madonna. Who knows?
I seem to recall watching a short YouTube video of Sonic being kissed by a girl. It was human.
Depends, because oh yeah, by the way, welcome to Labyrinth Zone, worst zone in the game. I hate it. 0-1.
This is the one where
this is where you drown.
You can actually drown in this.
Yes, you can drown. If there are air bubbles in this game, in this here, right here. And if you wait too long, the drowning music will start playing, and there's actually a timer that counts down from 5. Now, sometimes, if you're a Sonic fan, if you've played a lot of Sonic games, you'll know that that the air bubbles sometimes like to be a dick. When you're counting down to when the timer counts down from 5 to 0, sometimes the air bubbles like to be a dick. They don't come out until after you die.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not because it's randomized.
Seems like the game wants you to lose.
Oh, I have save states here for a reason. I try not to use my save states too much. I try to hurry up as fast as I can, but I can't help myself if I do, because I really don't want to spend too much time here. I could just edit it out, but I also do want to do as little editing as possible. I should have. I need an air bubble because the drum music is going to begin playing. No, I don't have to worry about that. Although I will say though that Labyrinth Zone, as much as I hate it, it has really awesome music. I love the soundtrack of this game. When you get the chance, Sam, look up the soundtrack and listen to a little bit of it.
Okay.
It's impressive.
Don't you have to buy that on the Steam shop?
What, the soundtrack? No.
Oh, no? I must be thinking of Undertale.
Yes, you are. You can just look up the soundtrack on YouTube. It's the Sonic soundtrack. Oh god, no, that's gonna push you. The Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack is it's enjoyable. It's really fun to listen to. We probably were talking a little bit too soft there, but
okay. Who
cares? We need a microphone. That's why.
Who the fuck cares?
I do. We need a microphone, Tim.
Oh yeah, you do.
We need the Boost Snowball microphone. Also, this is the zone that if I'm not mistaken, this is the zone where checkpoints start getting few and far, and by that I mean you start getting the checkpoints start getting further and further away from each other, which kind of annoys me because I'm gonna hate Scrap Brain Zone so much for that.
Why is the water level?
I don't know why. I forgot why. That's right. It rises up after a while.
Well, you say after a while. It's pretty immediate. Do you jump higher in water?
No, you don't. You actually, your mobility is slowed. Slowed. That makes sense. Your mobility is crippled. I guess that's the best. That's the best example I can say.
Your mobility is.
You basically move slower in underwater. Be careful of those heads. Those heads will actually can shoot fireballs and they can hurt you. And if you're not careful, you can drown.
Well, you better run.
I'm trying to get more comfortable here because.
How long does it usually take for Sonic to drown?
Did you hear that noise? Did you hear that noise?
What noise?
There was a noise that sounded like a timer. There is a timer in this game when you're drowning. So I believe it's like after 3 to 4. Pay attention closely, because. Yeah, that noise.
Yeah.
That plays like after 3 to 4 times. After that, the drowning music starts playing.
Okay.
And it is almost Jesus. It's 16 minutes.
It's almost been 20 minutes since we started playing.
Yeah.
Are you close to the end of the game here?
Yes, we are actually, because we have, after Labyrinth Zone, we have Starlight Zone, we have Scrap Brain Zone, and we have the Final Zone, and then we're done the game.
This would probably be the shortest Let's Play I've ever seen.
This would be about 3 to 4. Let's see, this is part 2. This would be about 4 parts.
Yeah, it's very short.
Invincibility, by the way, does not save you from drowning. You still drown if you're invincible. Which kind of ruins the purpose of invincibility.
Yeah. Well,
They didn't want to make the game too easy, but still. Air bubbles.
after I do True Pacifist and Undertale, should I do Genocide?
Your choice. That would be your first time experiencing genocide. I'd say let's just stick to, I guess we'll do True Genocide later on. But that won't be for a while now. Let's just do Neutral and True Pacifist.
Okay.
Until then. Because you know what, because I'm not prepared for Genocide, because oh my god, because it is just a grind fest, because that's all you do in Genocide.
Is what, grind?
Yeah, because you have to kill it, because, Undertale spoilers, but who cares, the game's almost a year old now, so, too bad. If we're in Genocide, you kill every monster in every single area.
Yeah.
That takes time. So it's basically a grind fest. Grinding, is when you...
Now, when you kill a monster, does it come back?
Technically, yes.
Like, if you kill Pemmy in Waterfall, will she come back?
Technically, yes. Yeah, it's been a while. It's basically... The enemies don't stop appearing. The enemies do not stop appearing until they're all dead. But I don't want to get too off topic here because we're talking about Undertale and Sonic the Hedgehog, and I kind of hate the Undertale community for the fact that I know they love their Undertale and shit, but like it's hard to explain. Never mind. Oh damn it! I avoided one thing. I got hit by another.
Should we stop at the 20-minute mark?
We're almost at the 20-minute mark. We'll stop at the end of Act 2.
Okay.
There's 3 acts. Oh god. Oh, Jesus.
What?
It's almost the end of the episode and ow. Hit him. Yeah, there we go.
Now, what are the animals that Sonic is saving in this chapter?
In this zone? What do you mean by that?
Like, you know how his goal is to save the animals who have been turned into robots by Robotnik?
Mm-hmm.
What animals are in this zone?
It's just a randomized amount of animals. It could be birds, pigs, chickens.
So, you kill a robot and a pig pops out and it drowns.
No, technically no. It technically doesn't.
Well, in realism.
In realism, yes, it would drown. And this is just stopping here. And their official names are technically called Badniks.
Badniks?
Badniks. Yeah, Badnik.
Anyways, guys,
At least I think it's pronounced Badnik. We'll figure it out. I'll look it up.
nobody really knows the true meaning of any word.
No, they do. Anyways, guys, because we're at the 20-minute mark. We're almost at the 20-minute mark, and you know how long that Act 3 takes quite some time. My computer's almost dead, so we're just gonna stop for now. Anyways, hopefully next episode this is gonna be uploaded next week. Actually, yeah, next week, because I gotta figure out something for Squirtopia. Next week, guys, hope we get John here, and hopefully we can have a successful recording video. Anyways, yeah, see you guys until later.
Oh, goodbye.